Hi, I'm Gareth Spence, and welcome to Tech Talk. The newly launched Mosaic One Clarity has been the standout topic at this year's Adtran Symposium. To provide some insights into the product, I'm joined by Adtran's Robert Conger. Robert, let's take this from the top. What is Mosaic One Clarity?
Yeah, so within Mosaic One, we've already launched years ago Mosaic One Promote, Care, and Operate, focusing on marketing, operations, and customer support. So think of Clarity as the fourth module now, adding to that. So it both provides a new module that provides more predictive insights and better reasoning and explanation about potential issues in the field, but also supplements those modules, so makes those existing modules smarter by complementing them with this more predictive insights.
What problems is this solving for service providers?
So the biggest thing is it's all about proactive. So Mosaic One has forever done a really good job of aggregating all the data, displaying the data, but the explanation of exactly what does this data mean, how can you leverage this data to get more predictive about these are all the potential issues, and so it's a lot better, more granular insights. And like I said, the big thing is the predictive nature of the insights.
Can you go deeper into some of the key features?
Yeah, so I mean, you'll get a lot of different dashboards. So you've had dashboards before that would kind of rank, potential degradation scores of ponds or ONTs, which was helpful for predictive. But think about that, but now expanding it to this is the prediction, this is the reason why, here's an explanation, here's potential remediation suggestions. So almost think of it if you're used to using Google search versus now Google AI mode with search or chat GPT type searches, where you not only get a result, but you get more detailed explanations as to why. That's a big part of it. But also then, because of its knowledge, it can provide better predictive insights than you would get with just your standard, dashboards from that we've been accustomed to over the past few years.
Does it require major infrastructure changes?
No, it's great. It's great because it's leveraging all the data we already have. So, it's really no different than currently deploying Mosaic One. Mosaic One already captures lots of data spanning from the in-home networks, the access networks, the fiber plant. It's already aggregating that data. We're just now adding some AI-driven intelligence to analyze that data, provide more predictive insights and the reasoning and the explanation. So no, from a integration effort and things like that, it's actually very straightforward. There's not a lot of new network, and it's multi-vendor. So there's no like, I've got to swap out and have all Adtran equipment or anything like that. No, it's actually every part of it, whether it's the in-home side, the access side, the fiber plant, all of that is multi-vendor in nature. So that's one of the big differences with Clarity versus maybe other systems you may be accustomed to in the network.
Have there been any early customer trials?
Yeah. We've been in trials with dozens of customers for the past few months with the platform. And we've had great results, actually. We've had one operator in particular has already quoted that they expect a 75% reduction in trouble tickets through the use of the Mosaic One Clarity. And that's really comes from using predictive insights. So they're taking all the predictive insights and being proactive about repairing issues in the network before the customers even a lot of times even see it. So a lot of these are issues that's the great thing. A lot of these issues we're finding are not like known issues. It's not like, hey, the alarm, the circuit's clearly down. These are like, no, there's kind of variable conditions in the network that may or may not be impacting the end subscriber's performance, but likely will in the future. And so if you go ahead and take care of those proactively, you'll actually end up with, a lot less inbound trouble tickets. And so we're already seeing that. And so it's a great result. And we're seeing similar things as we roll it down to the in-home performance monitoring. And it's great results. And, these are real live field trials. These aren't, just lab experiments at this point.
Have the customers talked about how it integrates into their existing systems?
Yeah, I mean, one of the big things is we don't really look for this to be a siloed system that's off to the side that you have to be staring at the system to really get benefits. We have APIs that with webhooks and other things that provide all the insights that you can see in the dashboard, provide that into those other systems. So we understand that each operator, they may have different trouble ticketing systems, they may have other different GIS systems and all this. So you need to get the insights out of our platform and into those normalized workflows. And there's a number of different partner systems we're already working with that are very common in the industry to integrate all of our insights into. So that's also very straightforward. So that's something that one big thing is we don't want customers to be involved with a lot of custom IT efforts. From an operator standpoint, you don't have to I've got to go to really get the benefit of Mosaic One, I have to go get an IT team together, put a lot of custom work into it. And all of that we do. We handle that on the side. We work with their different partners, and so we already integrate those APIs. So that's pretty much out of the box for working with no IT required from an operator standpoint.
Final question. Mosaic One Clarity is built on Adtran's Real AI platform. What is Real AI?
Yeah, so think of Clarity as the app, like you mentioned, that you actually see when you log into Mosaic One. You'd have a Clarity app. You'd have these different insights within Mosaic One. Now, the engine that's generating those insights is an agentic AI platform called Real AI. The R in Real AI, so it's an acronym. It stands for reasoning. So when it can reason through potential, when you see a number of different issues in the network, and a lot of times I'm seeing an in-home network, or the customer's complaining of an internet outage. Well, is it the Wi-Fi? Is it the fiber itself? Is it the circuit? Is there bounds? There's a number of different potential causes for that. So your ability to reason through that with these agents. The E is for explaining. So once you have identified potential root causes, the ability to explain that. That was kind of like the ChatGPT example. Now, like when you get a result, it says, here's the result, here's why. So that's the explanation part. A is acting. One of the hallmarks of agentic AI, which kind of separates it from maybe generative AI and other technologies, is it can actually take proactive action. So it reasons through potential issues. It explains what the potential, their suggested root causes, and then it can take action. And then some of that could be guided action for the operator. We suggest you take this, or it could be proactive action, like optimizing Wi-Fi performance, things like that. So it can actually act. And then the last part, L, is for learning. So it keeps getting smarter. So it learns from past issues identified. It learns from operator input, so that when it sees that issue again, it keeps being smarter. And the great thing is, obviously, you train these agents on lots of data and lots of networks. It's going to keep getting smarter. So that's really what Real AI is all about. It's a carrier grade, agentic AI platform that has those different capabilities.
Robert, thanks for joining me today.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Gareth.